Hey crocheters! Today I'm sharing 15 amazing free St. Patrick's Day patterns. And the last one is hands down my favorite. I've personally tested about 5 of these patterns and I'll let you know what I think about each of them. I've also gathered about 10 more incredible patterns from online designers that I can't wait to share with you. So whether you have 30 minutes or a full weekend, there's a perfect project here for you. Plus stay until the end where I share my favorite one to make. I'm going to break these patterns into 3 categories so you can easily find what you're looking for. So the first one is quick projects about under an hour, then decorative pieces, and then finally amigurumi or plushies. First up is this 4-leaf clover that I absolutely love making. These 4-leaf clovers work up in just about 15 minutes, and this is one of my tutorial videos that I have on my channel, and I will link that at the end of this video as well as down in the description. I've used these shamrocks to add to my amigurumi pieces, as well as I hot glued one to a little clip and put it on my daughter, and she's going to wear that on St. Patrick's Day. Next up is this rainbow mug cozy by You Should Craft that brings so much joy to your morning coffee. It can be done with any color really, and I love the rainbow style. I think it just turns out super cute. I would recommend measuring before you start. It doesn't actually fit my favorite mug because I did measure it, but I love that it has this button so it's not like you have to stretch it over anything, but you can add it right onto any mug that you have and just adds a little extra sunshine. For our third quick project is the Shamrock bookmark. I'm linking a tutorial from the Secret Yarny in the description, but me personally, I modified it to combine my shamrock and added just a long chain to make it a bookmark. These would be a fantastic gift for a book lover as well as just an easy sell at a spring market. Before I show you the decorative pieces, let me share a quick tip about working with free patterns online. Sometimes you're going to find that designers use stitches you might not be familiar with, so I highly recommend that if it's a written pattern, you read through their description at the beginning. And if it's a YouTube pattern, to really pay attention to what they're doing on certain stitches. One of the patterns that I was going to put on here, I started to do myself and got really confused. There were stitches that I'd never heard of, so I had to go look those up before I could do them. I also noticed with some free patterns, sometimes there's more mistakes because they are free and the designers might not necessarily put in as much time into writing the patterns for the internet. So I just take them as they are. Just be aware that you might need to do a little bit more Google searching to make sure that you know what the stitches are and how to do them. All right, let's get into those decorative pieces. I was really excited to try out the Endless Shamrock Garland by Edie Ekman, which uses a clever continuous technique, stringing it all together. You can see it here behind me on my little bookshelf here. It did take me a little bit of time to figure out this pattern, but once you get that first initial shamrock, it is pretty easy and you can continue on as long as you want. I was able to make this one that's hanging up here in about 45 minutes. If you're going to make it longer for, say, your mantelpiece, it might be a little bit longer, but just to give you a quick gauge. The next 2 patterns are from designers I found online. While I haven't made these yet, I want to share them because they're so cute and they are on my list of things to make. This first one is a beautiful leprechaun hat by Highland Hickory Designs, and it can hold candy or serve as a centerpiece. So I would love to make this. It'll probably be for next year, but it is definitely on my to make list. This Shamrock Dishcloth, that's a tongue twister, from Chrissy's Over the Mountain, adds the perfect touch to your kitchen. It would be really cute to have displayed or hanging off of your oven. Coming up next are some adorable amigurumi patterns, plus I'll share with you the one I love best. When deciding what to make first, I went with the Leprechaun Hat by Highland Hickory Designs because I knew I could glue it onto a headband and wear it on St. Patrick's Day. She uses acrylic yarn or cotton yarn. I like working in blanket yarn, so I made it a plushy little hat. Hot glued it to this headband, and so cute. This is one of those patterns that I really had to pay attention to the special stitches. There was a stitch that I wasn't super familiar with. It was working into the posts, and so I had to look that up before really getting into this pattern. But once I figured it out and finished it, I do love it. The next few patterns are ones I haven't tried yet, but I'm looking forward to making them. This cute pot of gold by Jen Hayes Creations would be so cute to decorate with. I could totally see it up on my bookshelf or on a mantelpiece. I would probably add some eyes because that's my style, and I even think they would do well at like a market. This one, adorable. Seamus Shamrock from Spin a Yarn Crochet. I did start this one, so you can see I started, but I didn't have enough time to keep going with it. I need to devote a little bit more time. I would say this probably needs about 5 or more hours. It takes a little bit of time. If you haven't done joining of pieces, you're probably gonna take a little bit longer to get through this one, but the final product just looks so cute, and I do want to finish my Seamus Shamrock. Now, if you're looking to avoid the magic circle, I found this Shamrock Buddy from Storybook Crochet. Looks like it is simply just using straight lines and then crocheting things together. This next one is a charming leprechaun gnome from Stella's Yarn Universe. It would be really cute as a decorative piece in your house. Hey there, popping in on a different day because while I was editing, I realized I missed 3 patterns. So I wanted to share those 3 patterns with you. Another cute pattern that I found when I was looking for St. Patrick's Day patterns was this gnome by Winding Road Crochet. This is a little more detailed, so I would say more intermediate crocheters would benefit from this one. It's super cute, so I recommend checking it out. Next is this adorable rainbow pillow from A Crafty Concept. It's so cute. It would look great as decoration, even just a springtime decoration too. I do love A Crafty Concept. She is great for crochet business owners and just crafty business owners. I think she even sells a planner that's really great, like a content planner. So I definitely recommend checking her out. Then there's this rainbow plushie from A Cookie Snob Crochet. I love how cute it just turns out, and I can't wait to try it out myself. This one does involve some color changes, so make sure you check out my color changing video. Before I share my absolute favorite St. Patrick's Day pattern, don't forget to check out the description. I have all of these patterns linked either to the blog or to the YouTube video. I also have a link down to my crochet course, Hookademy. If you are looking to improve your skills, go ahead and check that out. Okay, one of my favorite St. Patrick's Day free pattern is from a favorite crochet artist of mine, A Menagerie of Stitches. This is someone that I purchased a lot of books from when I first started crocheting amigurumi, and just loved her style. And her patterns are always so well written. She works in acrylic or cotton yarn, so you can see here it is this leprechaun bunny that is super cute. They are going to be small when you work in acrylic or cotton, but I like working in blanket yarn. So here it is. It turned out really cute. I love all of the little details. I did use the acrylic yarn for the beard, but I just love how squishy he turned out. It's so cute. I would say this one took me about 2 Netflix documentaries, like documentary series, and a half of a movie, I guess, to get this done, but I love it. So it's quite larger than the one on the website, because I used a different style yarn. So it is quite larger than the one on her blog, but I love it. I hope this collection gives you plenty of inspiration for your St. Patrick's Day crafting. If you make any of these patterns, please tag me on social media at Sarah Meets Art. I love seeing what everyone makes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more crochet patterns, tutorials, and more. Happy crocheting!